Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are at day number 14, of this new construction duplex. This is a corner lot, which makes it a little bit different than the other lots that we normally do. So these ones that you see in the back are going to be side-by-side duplexes. You have one unit here, you have the other one on the other side. This one is going to be different in that there's going to be one unit this way, and there's going to be another unit. The entrance is going to be on this side, going this way. Firewall is going to be in the middle. Now, that's the big difference because it's a corner lot. Now, I've done a lot of fix and flips in my time, and I'm telling you that I think I'm done completely doing it. I would have to buy the property for literally pennies on the dollar to try to attempt to do a new construction. That way you can start all over. It's very, very difficult. If you're trying to buy a property at like 70 cents on the dollar and still trying to make money on it, it's very, very challenging. So new construction is a little bit more predictable. I like it. It's easier and it's cleaner. I wish I would have started with new construction many, many years ago when I first got into this game. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. We passed the plumbing inspection today here. We went ahead and covered up all of the plumbing ground. If you guys remember from yesterday, this was all opened up, and basically it was just showing you where these pipes were going out, the sewer pipes are going out to the city where it connects with them. So when the inspectors come out, they have these pipes filled in with water, the plumbers do, and the inspectors are just checking to make sure in the trenches that are in here that there is no water that's kind of accumulating, that the pipes underneath the house hold water. I'm telling you that during my time that I did fix and flips, 9 times out of 10, every single time that a property had foundation problems, it wasn't that it was a bad slab or that the soil was bad or anything like that. Typically, what happened is that there was water leaking somewhere underneath the house. And over the course of time, it just pools and pools and pools and makes that area of the house very, very soft and moist. And so, what happens is that over time, this is a tremendous amount of weight. People sometimes don't really understand it. So let's look at this house real quick. There's a tremendous amount of weight on this exterior wall here, from the weight of the roof, the weight of the shingles, the weight of the walls, the weight of the siding, the weight of the windows, the weight of the insulation, the weight of the 2x4s, the weight of the OSB, the weight of the sheetrock. I mean, and then you got cabinets. I mean, it is a lot of weight. And then you put in furniture and people's workout equipment. I mean, the amount of weight that goes on the property there in those areas is very, very extreme. And if you have water that's been pooling underneath the property, it's going to make that area really, really soft. And that, my friend, is what causes the foundation to fail. Not necessarily that the foundation is bad, but there's plumbing underneath the house that's causing a lot of moisture. So that's one of the inspectionable items. We passed that inspection today for the plumbing ground for 401 MLK. So now we have the cables that have been already been delivered. They're in the back here somewhere, and these cables are going to be used for basically doing the foundation for the post tension slab that we're going to be doing. So now that we've passed it, we have a lot of rain tomorrow. Saturday is going to be like 80% chance of rain, thunderstorms, and all kinds of stuff. So we're not going to be able to work on this. So once the rain stops, maybe on Monday, we'll go ahead and start getting all the cables put in, and then we'll have our pre-pour inspection, which is a mandatory inspection for the city. They're just ensuring that before you pour the concrete, that everything is done correctly according to the specifications of the foundation engineer's design for this particular slab. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds like very complicated, but it really isn't. I can show you that stuff. There was a little bit that we talked about it yesterday if you want to learn some more about it. But check this out. Now that this is completed, we're able to go ahead and just move on to the next process and ensuring that we are anticipating when the next inspection is going to be. So right now that we know that we're probably going to be able to hit a Monday installation of the cables, we're going to go ahead and just call the inspection for Tuesday of next week. So, and then that way, once those two inspections are going to be done, and I say two inspections because one, the engineer, I want him and his company to send an inspector, which is a third party inspector, to come verify. And then the city's going to come out and verify. So I have two additional sets of eyes, plus my own, 3 sets of eyes looking on this foundation before we put the concrete in to make sure everything's good to go. Okay, so that's just part of the process. So I'm going to show you a quick video here. Okay, so as you can see here, we went ahead and covered up all of the plumbing ground. So you see these pipes that are right here in the background. This is for the 403 MLK property. The wastewater comes out this way, and connects here at the city. Can't really see it. And then the ones over here for 401 MLK are doing the same thing. They're coming in, meeting at the city, sewer tap, and then we're just moving along. But we had to cover this up because if we can't leave this exposed. One, we don't want a bunch of water just pooling there, but at the same time, like this is kind of like our little pseudo parking area for the guys whenever they show up to go to work. So I got to get that area covered up. Now there's a debate: should the plumbers cover up the pipes right now that we've passed the inspection, or let the concrete guys do it? Okay, so I like the way we're doing it right now, and I'm going to show you and tell you why. So, no one ever wants to accept responsibility unless, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I think most people will do accept responsibility for something if they've done wrong, something wrong where they messed up. But the problem is that I'm afraid that someone's not going to tell me or someone's not going to tell you something, right? We just talked about water pooling underneath the house, right? And let's say, for example, that the plumbers, I'm sorry, the concrete guys are in here digging up the footings, right? There's footings that go across, there's footings that go, diagonal. I'm not diagonal, but, horizontal and vertical. Those are not the correct words. Basically, in a waffle pattern, left to right, right to left, and then up and down, basically. All right, that's what I'm saying. There's just trenches. When they're digging these trenches, if they accidentally clip one of these pipes, will they know if they're inside of a massive, backhoe or tractor or whatever? They may not even realize it or touch it, or, you know what I mean? And so, but if they have eyes on and they can see it where it's at, then they have an idea where it's going to be, and then they're probably going to be more careful. So I like the plumbers not covering up the pipes after we pass inspection. Now, some people say that they want them to because, that's just part of their job. I'd rather the concrete guys do it, okay? And I'd rather them do it because of that, because they'll know where the plumbing is and they'll be more careful about not hitting the plumbing. And if they do hit it, they're probably going to say something like, oops, man, hey, man, we accidentally hit the water pipe here, the wastewater pipe. And right now it's a good time to accidentally hit a water pipe. Why? Because there's water inside of them right now. So that's just something a little bit more tactical that we do. I think is helpful whenever we do this stuff. That is all I got for you today, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.